This isn't the video we expected to make this week, but we made this video to show that life isn't always great, but it's always better with friends. This is our second attempt at Climbing's Track. You're watching Lil and Jake.
Hazy, what you doing? Hey, ready? Hey.
Hi guys. I'm really excited. Because you know what we're doing today? We're going to the west coast of Tassie and we're going to hit one of the most hectic four-wheel drive tracks I've probably ever been on in my life.
You haven't even been on it yet.
I will ever go on in my life.
Probably.
Or so far in my life.
So far, I reckon this is just the start. We're about to see whether you really like hardcore four-wheel driving.
Yeah, because it's about to get hectic. We're just contemplating as to whether we should buy RACT or not.
Well, it's not a bad idea to get it, but I think it takes 2 weeks to come in. Maybe.
Does it?
Yeah, I think you can't just get it and then if we break down tomorrow, we can't use it. Oh, they might pro-rata something, I don't know. Anyway, we're excited. We're just waiting here at Woolworths for our friends Brett and Ree to come along. We've got another car coming. And it's Ranger Club, guys. I know lots of you guys follow us for Rangers. You're going to love this one. Well, I hope they're bringing their Ranger anyway.
I don't know what they'd bring instead. Bree's car, I don't even know what Bree has.
Does she have a RAV4 or something? Hazel's coming along.
It's gonna be wild!
The car is so packed right now.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
It's never been this packed, you guys. We're using our fridge pretty much properly for the first time.
This is not, we really need to sort out something in here. I mean, this is our tool cupboard. So you can see baby wipes and a compressor. Hazel's bed. And
These
then,
were on sale, so I just bought her a box of them.
oh, she needed them.
I always buy her these big ones because it's for 25 plus kilo dogs.
And she thinks that she's that big, doesn't she?
She's that big. No, but if you have a look, they're the same price. They all are 28. They have medium and they have small and they have large. And they're all 28 dentistics and they all cost the same price. But I just break them in half. That's a life hack.
Definitely. Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
But yeah, we've got so much stuff in here. Our camera case, which is held down. We've got so much of the Thai gear stuff in here. Look at all this, the Thai gear stuff. I'll show you some more of this. But we've had this Thai gear stuff for like the last 2 months, but we've not been able to talk about it because it wasn't released. And now we can show you.
It's called the Haul Out range, you guys.
Haul Out. Look at this. We've got our swag on the roof and that's held down with it. I'll get into those later. But it's so sick.
Yeah.
All the good stuff.
I'm happy to be here, you guys. I'm really excited. Woo!
Whoa, you guys should check this car out. Look at this. You've ever seen Packed to the Rafters? You've seen Packed to the Prados. Look at that. So much stuff in here. Fridge. Chockers. Crazy. And here's our food box. So much stuff. Got the cooker, got the table, blankets, clothes, chairs. Hazel up there. It's just packed in here. There's no room in this car. But I will say, from our house to here, we average 9 litres per 100 Ks. That's pretty crazy. Did you hear that, babe?
What?
We average 9 litres per 100 Ks on the way between our house to here.
That means nothing to me.
That's crazy. Single digits for a four-wheel drive is insane. Anyway, let's wait for Brett and Ree to get here, then we'll go towards the west.
The main goal for this weekend is, or was, to tackle Climbing's Track. A couple of months or so ago, we started the track, but decided to turn around as we were alone and had no recovery equipment. So this is our second attempt, and Hazel is keen as a bean.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am, you're actually meant to be in the bed. That's the bed. You're in the crack. Ma'am.
But what's about to happen is not what I had on my bingo card.
We've just had some particularly bad news. Brett just called us because we just realised he wasn't behind us. And he said, I think I've broken down. There was a pop in the engine bay. So that could be all over Red Rover. Could be all over before it even began. Uh-oh. Oh.
Sad.
Smell something, and I looked in the mirrors and there was smoke coming back out the back, and I was like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
And I couldn't even pull off the road until it like conked out.
And then it conked.
Did it conk out here?
Pretty much.
Oh, because you're literally on the road.
Yeah.
What colour smoke was it?
Well, there's oil over here. So I'm
Yeah, I
guessing
can
it's
smell
just-
the oil actually.
I can't actually see where it's coming from. Yeah.
If you get under the car, can you take that shirt off?
Yeah. No, because and then it was just going. Oh, but it did conk. It was lost power, didn't it?
We didn't really have much of an idea of what had happened. And I didn't want to be too quick to jump to conclusions, but if there's one thing that can cheer someone up in a bad situation, it's a bog tap. And you can get one from lilandjake.com.
Squashed.
Oh, cheers.
Is there black one for
But anyways, there seemed to be a whole heap of oil all over the motor. And it made it impossible to tell where it was coming from.
That's alright.
Well, we were like, if we ever need RACT in Tassie, we wouldn't because nowhere's further than 4 hours.
No.
So it's like,
I feel like we need to start the car and see where it's spraying out of. And like just as soon as we see it, then shut it off. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm a bit worried it might damage it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I reckon
At least we're not on the climbies right now.
exactly right.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah,
So I'm just
true.
thinking whether we on.
So guys,
I'm gonna be in your car.
for context, do you remember a couple of episodes ago when we came to Tassie with our caravan and we were talking about one particular hill and how we were talking about how that might be a particular hill that might be hard to get up because it's quite steep? Well, yeah, we're halfway up that hill.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about our options and Jakey was like, let's turn it on, see what the issue is. I'm like, well, let's not. Brett's like, let's not. Jakey's like, yeah, let's. But to be honest, it's not Jakey's car.
Well, you just never know.
You just never know. You just
It
never
might-
know. I completely am with you,
The
Brett.
amount of oil that's coming out, it could be. It might just make it worse.
I've just got oil on my hands and my white t-shirt dropped on the ground.
Ah.
To fix it. It might be bad.
So I had one request, and that was for him to take this white t-shirt off, which is actually an epic white t-shirt. And if you guys have ever seen Hunters and Drifters on YouTube, these are their shirts, and they're absolutely insane. Heavy haulage. What did you just say?
I said I thought Fords were reliable. We should be right, I reckon. I'll watch.
Brett, are you sure?
Yeah.
No, are you 100%? All right, Bree, it's happening.
Say one thing, it's definitely not running smooth. Like it's like the whole.
It was moving. Was that normal? Yeah.
Nah, not
I
at
can
all.
feel it in gear stick.
Yeah, it's.
Could you see?
I couldn't
any
see any
excess?
oil at all.
It's probably spewed it all out.
Well, and we're on an angle backwards, aren't we? If you guys could see the speed that cars are driving down this hill. Okay, you guys, I've just come face to face with a leech. And the last time a leech got me, I fainted. Look at that. You bastard. Get out of there. Get out of there. See, I'm probably going to end up with another leech on my foot. Jacob's family friend actually lives about 10 minutes down the road from where we are right now. Oh, he doesn't live there. He has a shack. He was actually there. It's fallen off. Hip, hip, hooray. Sucker. Anyway, and so we're going to tow the car down to Peter's house and we're going to stay there the night. So that'll be really good. Good luck. See you on the other side.
You got UHF press or with that bit?
I don't know if that's normal, but there is quite a lot of smoke coming out of the exhaust. Oh my God, a tree just fell down.
Did a tree just fall?
Yes, a tree just fell down.
Yeah,
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
A tree just fully fell. Yeah, I think he's got enough momentum.
Cool running.
Whoa! That worked really well.
That's good, and then roll down. Yeah. How do your brakes feel?
not good.
Oh, okay. Alright.
That was actually great to watch. He just kept going and I was like, I think they're actually probably fine now. And he was like, nah, I'm going.
I was like, oh, put the brakes on.
I put my seatbelt on. That's where we're going. I felt unsafe.
I felt unsafe.
I think we'll be right.
The trip's not
Chuck
over.
some new fresh oil in it and do neat.
It'll be good.
Bob's your uncle, hey? Do I get in?
Yeah. We're all getting in.
It's all about to go down. What did he say?
Sorry to those people.
Are you on the brake at all?
Nah, I'm just using low range and then we're just, yeah. It's working though. This car behind us is going to be like, what the hell? Sorry. Maybe just, oh, I mean, we could probably just try and swing around this corner.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Do you reckon yeah, he'll make it because it's. Oh. And would you look at that? Do you remember this power station from the other episode? Well, something does smell. Crazy, hey? Sunset's pretty though.
We're going to pick up the
Stayed straight, but
I'm not going to say that.
What's that?
I should have just stayed up there, but
Oh, it's alright. It doesn't matter. No, this is
No,
a
I
good
know,
idea.
and you
It's
don't know
safe
how
here.
busy it is, that road. Like, you don't know if there's going to be cars coming. Hazel?
yeah, we'll get there.
How is it steering without riser?
Yeah, it'd be much easier when you've got momentum. Hazel Burridge, can you take the pooch? All right. It's go time, baby. It's go time. This is what I've been training for. Not for a marathon, but for this moment. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. It's fine. I just feel really bad for Brett. It's so bad. It's so sad for him.
I know.
Like-
We've been broken down before and it's just the worst feeling
It's
ever.
not good at all.
But you know what? I actually believe that we'll fix it.
Oh yeah, we'll figure it out.
Good morning. This is an update that we have. The boys have just driven 2 hours an hour each way to go and pick up our friend's trailer. But this car is quite wide. So it will mean that we will end up on these little side thingies.
You can go as far as you want.
Yeah. It won't go. Yeah.
So the next plan of attack was figuring out how to get this bad boy on the trailer. The car would idle so the power steering could work, but had no power.
Whoa!
Brett had to chuck the car in low range to get it to drive onto the trailer. But once it was on, it didn't look like this was going to work.
We're going to be dragging along the ground.
So after a fair bit of discussion
Can you imagine the
and
sparks flying?
spilt kombucha,
This is
we
not
thought we'd
going
give
well.
it one more shot and try and put the car on backwards. You can see here the smoke pouring out of the car's exhaust. After a fair bit of research and phone calls last night, we suspect the car had done a piston, which sort of equals a new motor, which also equals not good.
It's still not going to work.
But
It's
even
fully
with the
on
car on backwards, the
There's
trailer
no way.
just wasn't up to it.
Sorry, boys.
And looking back, you don't really see the big picture of the fact the car weighs over 3 tonne, and I'm sure that the trailer weighs a fair bit as well. And our little Prado can only tow 3.5. So this was never going to work, even if the trailer could have held it. So off it went and onto a truck to be taken to a mechanic.
Mint.
Hello. Well, that was an episode, wasn't it? Poor Brett. So it's been about a week now since we came back from we didn't even make it to the West Coast, but from that trip. And we ended up dropping Brett's car off to one of my friends, a mechanic. So he's going to have a look at that, but it's a very suspected blown piston, which means a whole new motor. If anyone's unfamiliar with putting a motor in a Ranger, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are, they're not cheap. Just for the motor alone is about $10,000. And then plus you've got labour, you've got injectors, all that kind of stuff. So unfortunately for Brett and Ree, they actually have the Spirit of Tasmania booked to go up and do Fraser Island in June. So they really need their car going. Yeah, it's going to be a huge outlay for them. So I feel really bad for them. I wish I could help them in some sort of way, but as you guys know, I'm not a very good mechanic. So that sort of sucks. Anyway, I didn't really want to end the episode there and leave it that short and on a bad note. So I thought that I'd fill you guys in on what I've been doing for the last week. If you saw the episode before, you'll know that we have another car for Tasmania. And no, it's not this one. Oh, look at it. Oh, it looks amazing. The plan is that we've bought another car to leave here in Tasmania at the Airbnb. So I'm not going to show you that yet. That's next episode. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that one, because that's going to be a really good episode. But pretty much for the last week, we've just been working on the Airbnb, and I've been in the garage trying to get all the little jobs that I have for the Prado done and finished, so that then I can bring the new car in and then start, working on that and not having to worry about finishing all the jobs that I need to do on this. So I thought I'd walk you guys around and show you what I've been doing for the last week. We've got a few new things in the Prado, which is sick. I know you would have seen at the start of this episode how badly the Prado is packed. We fixed that with some racking. So all this stuff come from Pirate Camp Co. I installed that this week. It was actually pretty simple because they have YouTube videos to watch. But yeah, you just sort of pull this down and then that goes like that. These have just been rattling around, so I need to strap them down. These are like these first aid kits that are supposed to strap on like that. So plan for them is to put them somewhere, but this rack is pretty sick, just on gas struts.
And then it says max 10 kilos. I mean, I don't know what you're going to be putting up there that's heavier than that. Oh, actually, for those of you that are concerned, Hazy has had her operation. So she's in a cone, which is really, really sad. She's struggling with the cone, but at least she's had her lumps cut off and she's getting through. So she survived the surgery, which was a bit of a stress for me. But yeah, she's just chilling. She's doing her own thing, aren't you, Hayes? You're just wearing your cone. Also, sorry for the state of my garage, whatever you want to call it. I mean, who calls it a garage? Except for my Irish friend from school. But yeah, I've got a lot of mess and stuff going on there. Let's have a look. So you can see in here, sorry it's super dark, but yeah, there's a cargo shelf in here. What do you call this? A cargo barrier in here, which is cool. Also on the floor, bedrock liners, which is sick. So they just cover everything. Got them here in the front as well. They come like right out over the seals so you don't damage anything, which is sick. The Prado did come with really good mats, but not like a big deep dish like this. And then this little bad boy here, I've been needing one of these for a long time. UHF. So this is another mount here from Pirate Camp Co. This little, whatever you call it, laser cut bracket doohickey. That's pretty sick. So that's just on a magnet there. That's wicked. I've yet to actually use this properly, but I like this position where you can sort of see it and play with it as you drive. It's not bad. Keeps it all out of the way. I've just got the cable running through here at the moment. I don't know whether to do a pass through on this or not, or maybe save that for something else like lights, because I haven't put lights in yet, and I was thinking that that's a really good spot to try and put like the spotty switch. But yeah. Also, Pirate Camp Co hooked it up with the aerial mount. That looks sick. So the Uniden one there. So we got the Uniden like medium range whip or whatever you want to call it on there. And then the Pirate Camp Co bracket. That's super, super sick. I love that. This looks so good now. That's such a good little spot to have it. It looks wicked. And then in here in the passenger seat, we have obviously another bedrock liner, but fire extinguisher mount. So that's from Pirate Camp Co 2, which is seeming like all this stuff worked so well. So we also hid the UHF in here, and that's another. So again, the bracket's from Pirate Camp Co, but it goes just in here. Now I tell you what, that was so stressful trying to pull this whole thing out. I had to pull off so many panels, and just the bangs and the cracks that they make when you're pulling them off, it's so stressful. And it all went back together fine, but it just feels, I don't know, I really don't like pulling interiors out of cars. It's just very stressful, you know? Grabbing and pulling things that aren't supposed to be pulled is, ugh. Anyway, so the Prado's looking sick. Please mind the mess in this garage. I'm just trying to get this Prado done so I can start working on my new project. Once I get this car out and then push everything out and clean it all up, and then we'll start. I can also show you guys the outside of the house. I've started to paint this deck, as you can sort of see here. I've done 2 coats here and 1 coat here. The hardest part about living in Tasmania is it rains all the time. So painting is just something that you've got to time right. Got the Starlink running up on the roof there. You can see the cord going up because it's good internet, so it's easy for us. So I'm trying to fix this area at the moment. This, I'm planning on putting like a little fire pot here, screening this area in. I've just changed all the rock and stuff in here as well. Man fern there, just pine bark. Got another fern in there. I've still got to paint all this. Still got to paint all that and just fix all this kind of stuff. But the Airbnb's getting there. It's just a bit hard trying to prioritize working on the cars and then working on the house and Yeah, oh sorry, oh Hazel can't fit through the door. I've actually got to fix this dog door. Oh, that's so sad, isn't it? But yeah, anyway guys, super stoked with how the Prado's turned out. Very sad about what's happened with Brett's car, but we can't really do anything about it, which is sad. He is getting it fixed though, so that's good. But anyway guys, I thought I'd just fill you in, bit of a life update, Prado update. Tune in next week to see the new rig coming in. Thanks so much for watching guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay guys, random segment, but I'm actually trying to pick this lock because we locked all our stuff inside. I've just YouTubed how to pick a lock. If this works, it's gonna be crazy because I don't know. I don't even know if I should put this on the internet, but we'll see. Guys, you have no. I just picked it. I just picked it. I just picked the lock. I just picked the lock. I just picked it. I'm not kidding you. I opened it with the bobby pins.
You're kidding me.
Oh my god, I want to do it again.
Don't. Wait until I'm inside, then you can show us.
I got it.
No, you did not.
I opened it with the. Yeah, look at this. High five, guys.
Oh my god, I actually.
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Nice.
Okay,
Whoa.
I'll close it, lock you out, and you can try and do it again.